Aye, sir. He has been searching since he left you, sir. But he bid me tell you, may look to unnatural things to the cause.
No! No, there be no unnatural causes here. Tell him that I have sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly. Mr. Hale will surely confirm that. Let him look to medicine. Put on all thought of unnatural causes here. There be none.
Aye, sir. He bid me tell you.
Speak nothing other than the village Suzanne.
Go directly home. Speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. And pray for her.
Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all about. I think you'd best go down and deny it yourself.
One was packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
And what shall I say then? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like heathen in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance. But you tell them I confessed it. They're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know you've not opened with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. When you leaped out of the bush so suddenly, Betty was frightened. She fainted, and there's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
It would never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look, you child. I have no desire to punish you. That will come in its time. But if you've trafficked in spirits, then I must know it, for surely my enemies will, and they will ruin me.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself since midnight? This child is desperate. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Let me know what you've done there. Abigail, do you understand that I have many enemies?
I know it, Uncle.
There is a faction sworn to drive me from my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Now then, in the midst of such disruption, my own household is discovered to be the very center of some obscene practice? Abominations are done before
sport, Uncle.
I saw Tituba waving her arms over the fire when I came on you. Why was she doing that? And I heard a screeching and gibberish coming from her mouth.
She always sings her Barbados songs when we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail. My enemies will not blink. I saw a dress lying in the grass.
A dress?
Aye, a dress. And I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees.
No one was naked. You mistake yourself.
I saw it. Now tell me true, Abigail. Now my ministry is at stake. My ministry, or perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abominations you've done, give me all of it now, for I dare not be taken unaware when I go before them down there.
There's nothing more. Swear it, Uncle.
Abigail, I have fought here 3 long years. Then these stiff-necked people to me. And now, just now, when there must be some good respect for me in the parish, you compromise my very character. I have given you a home, child. I have put clothes upon your back. Now give me upright answer. Your name in the town, it is entirely white.
I am sure it is, sir. There be no blush about my name.
Is there any other cause than you've told me for Goody Proctor's discharging you? It has troubled me that you are now 7 months out of their house, and all this time no other families ever called for your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let them send to Barbados for that. I will not black my face for any of them.
No, I can't. Roger, Goody Putnam, come in.
It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon
Goody
you.
Putnam is...
How high did she fly? How high?
No, she never flew.
Why, it's sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her gone over Ingersoll's Farm and come down light as a bird.
Now, look you, Goody Putnam, she... Oh, good morning, Mr. Putnam.
It's a providence the thing is out now. It's a providence.
Out, sir.
Why, her eyes is closed. Look you, Anne.
Why, that's strange. Ours is open.
Your little Ruth is sick.
I'm not calling it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death driving into the force and hoof.
Pray not. Why, how does your child ache?
She ails as she must. She never wakes this morning, but her eyes open, and she walks. And hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken shame.
They say you've sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly.
Caution though. He has much experience in aldermanic art.
He has indeed. And found a witch in Beverly last year, and let you remember now.
And they only thought that were a witch. There's certainly be no element of witchcraft.
No witchcraft! Now look you,
Thomas!
Mr.
Thomas, I pray you, leap not to witchcraft. I know that you least of all, Thomas, whatever wish so disastrous a charge laid upon you, cannot leap to witchcraft. They would how assail him for such corruption in my house.
Now look you, Mr. Prince. I've taken your part in all contention, and I would continue, but I care not if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children, sir.
But Thomas, you cannot...
And tell Mr. Paris what you've done.
Reverend Paris, I have laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw more hardy babies born. And yet each would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. I have spoke nothing, but my heart has clamored intimation. And now this year, my Ruth, my only, I see her turning strange. A secret child she would become this year. And shrivels like a sucking mouth were pulling on her life too. And so I thought to send her to your Tituba.
Tituba? What made
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead.
Brienne, it is a formidable thing to conjure up the dead.
I take it on my soul. But who else may surely tell us what person murdered my baby?
Holy.
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. And mark this proof. Mark it. Last night my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. I know it, sir. For how else is she struck dumb now, except some power of darkness to stop her mouth? It is a marvelous sign.
Don't you understand it, sir? There's a murdering witch among us bound to keep herself in the dark. Let your enemies make of it what they will. You cannot break it more.
And you were conjuring spirits last night?
Not I, sir. Not I. Tituba and Ruth.
Now I am undone.
You're not undone. Let you take hold here. Wait for no one to charge you. Declare it yourself. You have discovered witchcraft.
In my house! In my house, Thomas! If they will compliment me with this, they will make of it...
Your Highness, I only got to see how Betty is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandma comes. She's improved a little, I think. She gave a powerful taste before.
Oh, there's a side of life.
I did a working Putnam. It were a grand sweet. Another one like it shall shake swift together, I'm sure.
Would you leave me now, Thomas? I would pray a while, alone.
Uncle, you've prayed since midnight.
No!
No, I'll wait till Mr. Hale arrives.
Now look you, sir. Strike out against the devil and the village will bless you for it. Come down. Speak to them. Pray with them. They're thirsting for your words, sir. Certainly you'll pray with them.
I have no stomach for dissertation this morning. Leave them in a psalm, but let you speak nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it. The cause here is yet unknown. I've had enough contention since I came. I want no more.
Mercy, you go home to Ruth. Do you hear?
I must.
She starts from the window, cry for me at once.
Yes, Uncle.
It's a terrible power in arms to me.
How is Ruth sick? It's weirdish, I know not. She seems to walk like a dead one since last night.
Betty, now stop this. Betty, sit up now.
Have you tried beating her? I'll give Ruth a good one and wait here for me. Here, let me have it.
No.
Now look, you. Baby question us. You tell them we danced. I've told them as much already.
And what more?
I'm sorry to make it.
What do we do? The whole village is out. What'll we do? I just come from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. What do they call us? Witches, Abby? What do they call us? Witches, Abby? She needs to tell. I know it. Everyone's got to tell. Witchery's a hanging there. A hanging like they're done in Boston 2 years ago. We must tell the truth, Abby. You only be whipped for dancing and other things.
Oh? We'll be with.
I never done none of it, Abby. I'm booked. Oh, you're a great one for looking. Aren't you, Mary Warren?
Betty. Now, Betty, dear, wake up. It's Abigail. I'll feed you, Betty! My. You seem improving. I talked to your papa. I told him everything, so there's nothing. What ails you, Betty? Your mom is dead and buried.
I'll try, Mama. Let me try.
I told him everything. He knows now. He knows everything.
You tried slide, Abby. You tried slide.
Betty, you will never say that again. You will never.
You did. You did. You tried to charm to kill John Parker's wife. You tried to charm to kill City Parker.
Shut it! Now shut it!
Mama. Mama.
Now look, you. All of you. We danced and Tituba conjured Ruth Putnam's dead sisters, and that is all. And mark this. Let either of you breathe a word or the edge of a word about the other things, and I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointy reckoning that will shatter you.
And you know I can do it. I saw Indians smash my dear parents' heads on the pillow next to mine, and I have seen some reddish work done at night. And I can make you wish you had never seen the sun go down. Now you, sit up and stop it.
What got her? Happy to sin to conjure.
I say shut it, Mary Warren.
I'm just going home, Mr. Proctor.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren. Be you deaf. I forbid you leave the house, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my cows.
I only come to see the great doings of the world.
I'll show you a great doing on your eyes one of these days. They'll get you home. My wife's waiting to work.
I bet you know if I have my wrist watch. Good morning, Mr. Proctor. She's only gone to the week somehow. She'll come out of it.
So she flies, eh? Where are her wings?
John, sure you're not believing she flies.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to Salem all this morning. The town's mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, posh. We were dancing in the woods last night. My uncle leaped in on us. She took fright is all.
Dancing by moonlight. You'll be clapped in the stars before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. Softly.
No, Abby. I've not come for that.
Come 5 miles to see a silly girl fly. I know you better.
I come to see what mischief your uncle's brewing. Now put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I'm waiting for you every night.
Abby, you'll put it out of mind. I'll not be coming for you more.
You're surely sporting with me.
You know me better.
I know how you clutched my back behind your house and sweated like a stallion whenever I come here. I saw your face when she put me out. You loved me then and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
A wild thing may say wild things. I've seen you since she put me out. I've seen you nights.
I've hardly stepped off my farm this 7 months.
I have a sense for heat, John. And yours has drawn me to my window. You tell me you never looked up at my window?
Perhaps I have.
I know you, John. I know you. I cannot sleep or dream, and I cannot dream, but I wake and walk about the house as though I find you coming through some door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby. I may think of you softly from time to time. But I will cut off my hand before I'll ever reach for you again. Wipe it out of mind, Abby. We never touched.
Aye, but we did.
Aye, but we did not.
Oh, I marvel at how such a strong man may let such a sickly wife be.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She is blackening my name in the village. She is telling lies about me. She's a cold, sniveling woman, and you bend to her.
Do you look for women?
I look for John Proctor that put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what pretense Salem was. I never knew the lying lessons I was taught by all these Christian women and their covenanted men. And now you bid me tear the light out of my eyes. I will not. I cannot. You love me, John Proctor, and whatever sin it is, you love me yet. John, pity me. Pity me. Betty. She heard you say suddenly she She kept standing in the Lord.
No, block it for a sign. Mark it.
That's a notorious sign of witchcraft foot. Religious sign.
How bad it is.
Suddenly put up there and hear the Lord's name. It's a hard sickness here, John Corey. Please, keep quiet.
I've not said a word. No one here can testify I've said a word. Is she going to fly again? I hear she flies.
Be quiet now.
What have you done? Pray, calm yourselves. I have 11 children, and I have 26 types of grandma, and I see them all do their silly things. And when it's among them, they'll run the devil bow-legged keeping up with their mischief. I think she'll wait when she tires her. A child's spirit is like a child. Never catch it by running after it, but stand still and for love it will soon itself come back.
Aye, that's the truth of it, Rebecca.
This is no silly season, Rebecca. My Ruth is bewildered. Rebecca, she cannot eat.
Perhaps she's not hungry yet. Mr. Paris, I hope you're not decided to go in search of loose spirits I've heard promised at the outside.
What opinions running in Paris that the devil made them? I should satisfy them that they are wrong.
Then let you come out and call them wrong. Are you our minister, Mr. Hale?
Did you consult the wardens of this church before you called this minister to look for devils? He is not coming to look for devils. Then what's he coming for?
There'll be children dying in the village, mister.
I see none dying.
Pray, John. Calm. Mr. Paris, I think you best send Reverend Hale back as soon as he comes. This will set us all to arguing again in the society, and we thought to have peace this year. I think we ought to rely on Dr. Briggs now and
Rebecca, the
prayer.
doctor's back. If so he is, then let us go to God for the cause of it.
It's dangerous to be in your spirit. I hear it. I hear it.
Let us, brother, blame ourselves.
How may we blame ourselves? I would have 9 sons, the platinum seed of people in this province, and yet I have but 1 child left of 8. And now she shrivels.
I cannot know that. You think it's God's work that you should never lose a child nor a grandchild either, and I bury all but one?
When Reverend Hale comes, you will proceed to look for signs of witchcraft.
You cannot command Mr. Paris. We vote by name in this society, not by acreage.
I never heard you worrying so in the society, Mr. Proctor. I do not think I saw you at Sabbath meetings. This is no clue.
I have trouble enough that I come 5 miles to hear him preach only hellfire and bloody damnation. There are many others who stay away from the church these days because he hardly ever mentions God anymore.
Why, that's a drastic charge.
It's somewhat true. There are many that fail to bring their children.
I do not preach for children, Rebecca. It is not the children who are mindful of their obligations for this ministry. Where is my wood? My contract provides that I be supplied with all my firewood. I have been here waiting since November for a stick, and even in November I had to show my frostbitten hands like some London beggar.
You are allowed £6 a year to buy your wood, Mr. Paris.
I am paid little enough without I spend £6 on firewood. The salary is £66, Mr. Proctor. I'm not some preaching farmer with a book under my arm. I am a graduate of Harvard College.
Aye, and well instructed in mathematics.
Mr. Corey, you will look far for a man of my kind at £60 a year. I'm not used to this poverty. I left a thrifty business in the Barbados to serve the Lord. Do not fathom it. Why am I persecuted here? I cannot offer one proposition that there be a howling riot of argument. I've often wondered if the devil be in it somewhere. I cannot understand you people otherwise. Mr. Paris, you are the first minister ever did demand a deed to this house. I am your 3rd preacher in 7 years. I do not wish to be put out like the cat whenever some majority feels the wind. People seem not to comprehend that the minister is the Lord's man in the parish. The minister is not to be so lightly crossed and contradicted.
Alright.
There's either obedience or the church will burn like hell is burning.
Can you speak 1 minute without we land in hell again? I'm sick of hell.
It is not for you to say, but it's good for you to hear.
I may speak my heart, I think.
What? Are we Quakers? We are not Quakers here yet, Mr. Proctor. And you may tell that to your followers.
My followers.
There is a party in this church. I'm not blind. There is a faction in a party.
Against you.
Against him and all authority.
Why, then I must find it and join it.
He does not think that.
I mean it solemnly, Rebecca. I like not the smell of this authority. I want a crop to sow and lumber to drag home. What say you, Jive? Let's find that party. He says there is a party. I have changed my opinion of this man. Mr. Paris, I beg your pardon. I never thought you had so much iron in you.
Why, thank you.
It suggests to the mind what the trouble be among us all these years. Think on it. Wherefore is everybody suing everybody else? I have been 6 times in court this year. Is it the devil's fault a man cannot say good morning without you clap him for defamation? You're old, Giles, and you're not hearing as well as you did. John Proctor, I have only last month collected £4 damages for you publicly saying I burned the roof off your house. And I never said no such thing, but I paid you for it. So I hope I can call you deaf without charge. Now come along, Giles, and help me drag my lumber. I'll be damned first.
A moment, Mr. Proctor. What lumber is that you're dragging home, if I may ask?
My lumber. From out in my forest by the riverside.
Oh, why, we have surely gone wild this year. What anarchy is this? That tract is in my bounds. It's in my bounds.
In your bounds. I bought that tract from Goody Nurse's husband 5 months ago.
He had no right to sell it. It stands clear in my grandfather's will that the land between the river
Your grandfather had a habit of willing land that never belonged to him, if I may say it plain. That's God's truth. He nearly wheeled away my North Pastor, but he knew I'd break his fingers before he set his name to it. Let's get your lumber home, John. I feel a sudden will to work coming on.
You load one oak of mine and you'll be fighting to drag it home.
And we'll win too, Putnam, this fool and I. Come on.
I'll have my men on you, Corey. I'll clap a writ on you.
Pray you, someone take these.
Hale, it's good to see you again. Why, they're heavy.
They must be. They are weighted with authority.
There.
We shall need hard study if it comes to tracking down the old boy. You cannot be Rebecca Nurse.
I am, sir. Do you know me?
Well, it's strange how I knew you, but I suppose you look as such a good soul should. We have all heard of your great charities in Beverly.
Do you know this gentleman? Mr. Thomas Putnam. And his good like that.
Putnam? I had not expected such distinguished company, sir.
It does not seem to help us today, Mr. Hale. We look to you to come to our house and save our child.
Your child ails too?
Her soul. Her soul seems blown away. She sleeps and yet she walks.
She cannot eat.
Cannot eat? Do you men also have children?
No, these are farmers. Don't talk.
You don't believe in witches.
I never spoke on witches one way or the other. Will you come, Giles?
No, John, I think not. I have some few queer questions of my own to ask this fellow.
I've heard you be a sensible man, Mr. Hale. I hope you'll leave some of it insane.
Will you look at my daughter, sir? She's tried to leap out the window. We discovered her this morning on the high road, waving her arms as though she fly.
Tries to fly.
And she cannot bear to hear the Lord's name, Mr. Hale. That's a sure sign of witchcraft afloat.
No, now let me instruct you. We cannot look to superstition in this. The devil is precise. The marks of his presence are definite as stone. We must only look for his proper signs and judge nothing beforehand. And I must tell you all that I shall not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me. I should find no trace of hell in this.
It is agreed, sir. It is agreed. We will abide by your judgment.
Good then. Now, sir, what were your first warnings of this strangeness?
Why, sir, I discovered her and my niece Abigail, 10 or 12 of the other girls, dancing in the forest last.
You permit dancing?
No, it was keeping.
Mr. Parrott the slave has knowledge of conjuring, sir.
Cannot be sure of that, Goody Ann.
I know it. I sent my child. She should learn from Tituba who murdered her sister. Goody Ann! You sent a child to conjure up the dead. Let God blame me. Not you. Not you, Rebecca. I'll not have you judging me anymore. Mr. Hale, is it a natural work to lose 7 children before they live a day?
7 dead in childbirth?
Aye.
Oh, we're looking for that.
What's there, sir?
Here is all the invisible world, caught, refined, and calculated. In these books, the devil stands stripped of all his brute disguises. Here are all your familiar spirits, your incubi and succubi, your witches that go by land, by air, and by sea, your wizards of the night and of the day. Have no fear now. We shall find him out if he has come among us. And I mean to crush him utterly if he has shown his face.
Will it hurt the child, sir?
Well, I cannot tell. If she truly is in the devil's grip, we may have to rip and tear to get her free.
Think I'll go then. Oh, for this.
Why, Rebecca? We may open up the foil of all our troubles.
Let us hope for that. Go to God for you, sir.
I hope you do not mean that we go to Satan here.
I wish I knew.
Come on, Mr. Hale. Let's get on. Since you're here.
Mr. Hale, I've always wanted to ask the learned man, what signifies the reading of strange books?
What books?
I cannot tell. She hides them.
Who does?
Martha, my wife. I've waked at night many times and found her in a corner reading of a book. Now, what do you make of that?
That's not
It
necessarily.
discomfits me. Last night, mark this, I tried and could not say my prayer. And then she closed her book and walks out of the house. And suddenly, mark this, I could pray again.
The stoppage of prayer. That is strange. I'd like to speak further on that with you.
And I'm not saying she touched the devil now, but I'd admire to know what books she reads and why she hides them. She'll not answer me, you see.
I will discuss it. Now mark me. If the devil is in her, you shall witness some frightful wonders in this room, so please, keep your wits about you. Mr. Putnam, stand close in case she flies. Now, Betty, dear, will you sit up? Can you hear me? I am John Hale, Minister of Beverly. I've come to help you, dear. Do you remember my 2 little girls in Beverly?
How could it be the devil? Why would he choose my house to strike?
What victory would the devil have to win a soul already had? The best the devil wants. Who better than the minister?
That's deep, Mr. Paris. Deep.
Let someone afflict you, child. It need not be a woman, mind you, or a man. Perhaps some bird visible to others comes to you. Perhaps a pig or any beast at all. Is there some figure bids you fly? In nomine Domini Sabaoth, sui felique ite ad infernus. Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing with her in the forest?
Like common dancing is all.
I think I ought to say I saw a kettle on the grass where they were dancing.
That were only soup.
Soup? What sort of soup were in this kettle, Abigail?
Why, were beans and lentils I make?
Mr. Parrish, you did not notice, did you? Any living thing in the kettle? A mouse, perhaps a spider, a frog?
That frog jumped in. We never put it in.
Frog, Abby!
We never put it in.
Abigail, it may be your cousin's gun. Did you call the devil last night?
I never called him. Tituba called him.
She called the devil.
I should like to speak with Tituba.
Yeah.
How did she call him?
I know not. She spoke
Did
Barbados.
you feel any strangeness when she called him? A sudden cold wind passed, a trembling below the ground.
I didn't see no devil. Betty, wake up. Betty.
You cannot evade me, Abigail. Did your cousin drink any of the brew in that kettle?
She never drank it.
Did you drink it?
No, sir.
Did Tituba ask you to drink it?
She tried, but I refused.
Why are you concealing? Have you sold yourself to Lucifer?
I'm not sold myself. I'm a good girl. I did drink of the kettle. She made me do it. She made Betty do it. Abby, she makes me drink blood. Blood, baby? No, chicken blood. I guess she chicken blood.
Woman, have you enlisted these children for the devil?
No, sir. I don't chuck with no devil.
Why can she not wake? Are you silencing this child?
I love me, Betty.
You have sent your spirit out upon this child, have you not? Are you gathering souls for the devil?
She sent her spirit on me in church. She make me laugh at prayer.
She have often laughed at prayer.
She comes to me every night to go and drink blood. You beg me to come to Abby. She beg me make charms. I'll tell you something. She comes to me while I sleep. She's always making me dream corrupt Abby. Sometimes I wake, find myself standing in the open doorway, and not a stitch on my body. She always comes to me in my sleep. I always hear her singing her Barbados songs.
Tituba, I want you to wake this child.
I have no power on this child, sir.
You most certainly do. You will loose her from it now! When did you come back with the devil?
I don't come back with no devil.
You will confess yourself, or I will take you out and whip you to your death, Tituba. This woman must be hanged. She must be taken and hanged.
No, don't hang Tituba. I tell him I don't desire to work for him, sir.
Who, the devil? Now, Tituba, I know that when we bind ourselves to hell, it is very hard to break with it entirely. Now we're going to help you tear yourself free. You would be a good Christian woman, would you not, Tituba?
I'm a good Christian woman.
And you love these little children?
Oh, yes, I don't desire to hurt them.
You love God, Tituba.
I love God with all my being.
Now, in God's holy name,
Bless him. Bless
and
him.
to his glory,
Eternal glory. Bless him. Bless God.
open yourself, Tituba. Open yourself and let God's holy light shine on you.
Oh, bless the Lord.
And the devil comes to you. Does he ever come with another person? Perhaps another from the village, someone you know.
Who came with him?
Sarah Good. Did you ever see Sarah Good with him? Or Osborne?
Where man or woman came with him?
What's woman?
What woman? A woman, you said? What woman?
It was black dark and I...
You could see him. Why could you not see her?
But they was always talking. They was always running around and carrying on.
You mean out of Salem? Salem witches?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Tituba, you must have no fear to tell us who they are. Do you understand? The devil can never overcome a minister. You know that, do you not?
So I do.
You have confessed yourself to witchcraft. And that speaks a wish to come to heaven's side. And we will bless you,
Oh,
Tituba.
God bless you.
You are God's instrument put into our hands to help us find the devil's agents among us. You are selected, Tituba. You are chosen to help us cleanse our village. So speak out of it, Tituba. Turn your back on him and face God. Face God, Tituba. And God will protect you.
Oh, God, protect Tituba.
Who came to you with the devil? 2, 3, 4, how many?
There was 4. There was 4.
Who? Who?
Their names! Their names! Oh, how many times he made me kill you, Mr. Paris?
Kill me.
He said Mr. Paris must be killed. Mr. Paris no goodly man. Mr. Paris mean man and no gentle man. And he bid me rise out of my bed and cut you off the rope. I tell him no. I don't hate that man. I don't want to kill that man. But he said, you work for me, Tituba, and I make you free. I give you pretty dress to wear and put you way high up in the air. And you gon' fly back to Barbados. But I said, you lie, devil, you lie. And then he come and told me next to me. And he said, look, I have white people belong to me. And I look. And that was Goody Good.
Sarah Good.
I, sir. And Goody Osborne. I knew it. Goody Osborne forbid my to me 3 times. I begged you, Thomas, did I not? I begged you not to call Osborne because I feared her. My baby's always shriveled in her hand.
Courage. You must give us all their names. How can you bear to see these children suffering? Look at them, Tituba. Look at their God-given innocence. Their souls are so tender. We must protect them, Tituba. The devil is out and preying upon them like a beast upon the flesh of the pure lamb. God will bless you for your help.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I did dance with the devil. I saw him. I wrote to his book. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil. I saw Goody Osborne with the devil. I saw Bridget Bishop with the devil.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil.
She's fever with the devil. She's fever.
Oh, glory to God! It is broken! They are free!
Simmer with the devil. I saw Alice Barrett.
Call the marshal! Let the marshal bring
Hawkins with the
science.
devil.
I saw Goody Howe with the devil.
I saw Mr. Clark with the devil.
I saw Goody Cobb with the devil.
I saw Goody Franklin with the
I saw
devil.
Goody Pike with the devil.
so late, it's almost dark.
We're standing far up the forest edge.
Oh, I'm done then.
Aye. Pharmacy. Going to sleep.
Will be soon.
Pray now for a fair summer.
Aye,
Are you well today?
I am. It's a rabbit.
Oh, is it? The Jonathan's trap.
No, she walked into the house this afternoon. I found her sitting in the corner like she'd come to visit.
That's a good sign walking in.
Pray God, it hurt my heart to string the poor rabbit.
It is well seasoned.
I took great care. She's tender.
Aye. I think we'll see green fields soon. It's warm as blood beneath the clouds.
Well,
If the crop is good, I'll go at Joe Jacobs' heifer. How would that please you?
I would.
I mean to please you.
I know it, John.
Cider?
I
This farm's a continent when you go foot by foot dropping seeds in it.
must be.
On Sunday, let you come with me and we'll walk the farm together. I never see such a load of flowers on the earth. Massachusetts is a beauty in the spring.
It is.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
It's too late. I thought Tom was sailing this afternoon.
Why? I have no business in Salem.
You could go earlier this week.
I thought better of it since.
Mary Ward, they said.
Why'd you let her? You heard me forbid to go to Salem anymore.
I could stop her.
It is a fault. It is a fault, Elizabeth. You're the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
How may that mouse frighten you, Elizabeth?
There's no mouse no more. I forbid her go to Salem, and she raises up her chin like the daughter of a prince and says to me, I must go to Salem, Biddy Proctor. I am an official of the court.
Court? What?
I is the proper court they have now. They've sent 4 judges out of Boston, she says, waiting magistrates of the general court, like the head deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad.
Wish to God she were. There'll be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And they'll be tried, and the court have power to hang them too, she
They
says.
never
The
hang.
deputy governor promised hanging if they'll not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. Mary Warren speak of Abigail as though she were a saint to hear her. She brings the other girls into the court, and where she walks, the crowds apart like the sea for Israel. And the folks are brought before them, and Abigail scream and howl and fall to the floor, the person slapped in the jail for bewitching her.
Oh, it is a black mischief.
I think you must go to Salem, John. I think so. You must tell them it is a fraud.
Aye, it is. It is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. Tell him what she said to you last week at her uncle's house. She said it had naught to do with witchcraft. She not.
Aye, she did.
God forbid you keep it from the court, John. I think they must be told.
Aye, they must. They must. It is a wonder that they do believe her.
Go to Salem now, John. Let you go tonight.
I will think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
I know I cannot keep it. I say I will think on it.
Good then. Let you think on it.
I'm only wondering how I may prove what she told me, Elizabeth. The girl's a saint now. I think it not easy to prove she's fraud, and the town gone so silly. She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof for it.
You were alone with her?
For a moment alone, aye.
This is not as you
For a
told me.
moment, I say. The others come in soon after.
Do as you wish then.
Woman, I'll not have your suspicion anymore.
Oh, I have
I'll not have
Then
it.
let you not earn it.
You doubt me yet?
Oh, Jonathan, why not Abigail? You must go to her. Would you falter now? I think not.
Now look,
Oh, I see what I see, John.
you will not judge me more, Elizabeth. I have good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I will think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you go to judge your husband anymore. I have forgot Abigail.
And I.
Spare me! You forget nothing and forgive nothing. Learn charity, woman. I have gone tiptoe in this house all 7 months and she is gone. I have not moved from there to there without, I think, to please you. And still, an everlasting funeral marches round your heart. I cannot speak, but I am doubted.
Every moment judged for lies, though I come into court when I come into this house.
John, you want to open with me? You saw over the crowd. You said
I'll
no.
plead my honesty no more.
John, I am open.
No more! I should have roared you down when first you told me of your suspicion. But I wilted, and like a Christian I confessed. Some dream I had must have mistaken you for God that day, but you're not. You're not! But you remember it. But you look sometimes for the goodness in me. You judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate sits in your heart that judges you. I never thought you were a good man, John, only somewhat bewildered.
Your justice would freeze fear. How do you go to Salem when I forbid it? Do you mock me? I'll whip you if you dare leave this house again.
I'm sick. I'm sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not. My insides are all shuddering. I'm in the proceedings all day.
And what are these proceedings here? When do you proceed to keep this house as you were paid £9 a year to do, and my wife not wholly well?
Thank you. The bear puppet. We must all love each other now in the house. Ah, indeed we must. I'll get a story in the morning to the house.
Mary, is it true there be 14 women arrested?
No, sir. There'd be 39 now. She's weeping. What ails your child? Pretty Osborne. Well, hang.
Hang! Hang, you say?
I.
The deputy governor will permit it.
He said, sir. He was. Unless they're good. If they're good, confess. See?
Confess to what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians till God's thrown down and we must all worship hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. You tell them that.
Mr. Proctor, in open court, she nearly choked us all to death.
How choked you?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary. Mary,
She
surely
asked him many times, Mr. Proctor.
I never heard you mention that before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into court, I say to myself, I must not accuse her. For she digs some ditches, so very old and poor. Then she sits there denying and denying. And I feel a misty coldness coming up my back. And the skin on my skull begins to creep. And I feel a cramp around my neck and I cannot breathe air. And then I hear a voice. A screaming voice. And it were my voice. And all at once I remembered everything she'd done to me.
Why? What did she do to you?
So many times, Mr. Proctor, she come to this very door begging bread and a cup of cider. And mark this. Whenever I turned her away empty, she mumbled.
Mumbled. She may mumble hungry.
Well, what did she mumble? You must remember, Lady Proctor, last month, on Monday, I think, she walked away and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember?
I do, I think.
And so I told that Judge Hopkins. And he asked her. So good, said he. What curse do you mumble that this girl must fall sick after turning you away? And then she replied, Why, Your Excellency, it's no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments, said she.
That's enough right answer.
Aye. But then Judge Hopkins said, Cite one your commandments. And of all the 10, she could not say a single one. She never knew no commandments, and they had her in a flat lie.
And so condemned her.
But they must, for she condemned herself.
But the proof!
I told you the proof. It's hard proof. Hard as a rock, the judges say.
You will not go to that court again, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir. I will be gone every day now. I'm amazed you do not see what weighty work we do.
What work you do. It's strange work for a Christian girl to hang old women.
For Mr. Proctor, they will not hang them if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit in jail some time. And here's a wonderful news. Been gone Nick. Wait, Good. Pregnant.
Pregnant? Well, are they married? The woman's near 60.
They had Dr. Briggs consider her, and she's full to the brim. And smoking a pipe all these years, and no husband either. She's safe now, thank God. I will not hurt the innocent child. If he does not marvel, he must lose her. God's work with you. Well, I'll be gone every day now for some time. I'm an official of the court, they say, and
Unofficial you!
I'll not stay with her no more. The devil's Mr. Taylor, Mr. Proctor. We must get rid of her.
I'll wake the devil out
I
of you!
saved her life today. I am accused. You are somewhat mentioned. But I said I never seen no sign. You said your spirit out to hurt no one. And seeing as how I live so close with you, they dismissed it. Who accused me? I am bound by law. I cannot tell it. I hope you'll not be so sarcastical no more. 4 judges and a king's deputy sat to dinner with us but an hour ago. I would have you speak civilly to me from this out.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more, Mr. Proctor. I'm 18 and a woman, however single.
You wish to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night. No. The noose is up.
There'll be no
She
news.
wants me dead, John. I knew all week it would come.
They dismissed it.
Oh,
You
look,
heard her.
tomorrow. She will cry me out until they take
Sit you
me.
down.
She wants me dead, John. You know it.
I say sit down. Now we must be wise, Elizabeth.
Indeed, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever. I'll tell him she said it were all sport.
Oh. Put me in the jail more than that is needed now, I think. Would you favor me with this? Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There's a promise made in any bed.
What promise?
No more silent a promise is surely made. And she may dote on it now, I'm sure she does, and thinks to kill me. And to take my place. Oh, it is her dearest hope, John, I know it. There be a thousand names. Why does she call mine? There be a certain danger in calling out such a name. I am no goody-good that sleep in ditches, nor odd-born, drunken, half-witted. She dare not call out such a farmer's wife, but there be monstrous profit in it. She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot.
Have you ever shown her somewhat of contempt? She cannot pass you in the church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she see another meaning in that blush.
And what see you? What see you, Elizabeth?
I think you'd be somewhat ashamed. For I am there and she's so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stone, I would have cracked for shame instead of
Well, then
honor.
go! And tell her she's a whore! Whatever promise she may send, break it, John. Break it.
Good. Then I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
I will curse her hotter than the oldest sinner in hell. Fear not. But pray, begrudge me not my anger.
Your anger?
Why
I
am I so base? Do you truly think me base?
never called you baby.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? The promise that is standing is a mare I gave that
Then
dog.
why do you anger with me when I give you
Because
break
it speaks deceit, and I'm honest. But I'll plead no more. I see now your spirit twists around the single air of my life, and I'll never tear it free.
Oh, you'll tear it free. When you come to know I will be your only wife or no wife at all. She hasn't ever with you yet, John Proctor, and you know it well.
Good evening. Why, Mr. Hale. Good evening to you, sir. Come in, come in.
Hope I do not startle you.
No. No, it's only I heard no horses.
You are Goodwife Proctor.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Well, I hope you're not off to bed.
No, but you come in. We're not used to visitors after dark. But you are welcome here, sir. Will you sit down, Mr. Hale?
Oh, I will. Let you sit, Goodwife Proctor.
Will you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
Oh, no, no. It rebels my stomach. I have some further traveling yet tonight. Sit you down, sir. I will not keep you long, but I have some business with you.
Business of the court.
Oh, no. No, I come of my own. Not the court's authority. Hear me. I know not if you are aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
We know it, sir. Our Mary Warren told us we are entirely named.
I'm a stranger here, as you know. And in my ignorance, I find it hard to draw a clear opinion on them that come accused before the court. So this afternoon, yet tonight, I go from house to house. I Come now from Rebecca Nurse's house, and
Rebecca's charged?
God forbid such a one be charged. She is, however, mentioned somewhat.
You'll never believe I hope that Rebecca trafficked with the devil.
Woman, it is possible.
Surely you cannot think so.
This is a strange time, mister. No man may doubt the powers of the dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. There's too much evidence that is denied. You will agree, sir?
I have no knowledge in that line. But it's hard to think so pious a woman be secretly a devil's bitch after 70 years of true prayer.
Aye. But the devil is a wily one, you cannot deny it. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not be. I thought, sir, to put some questions as to the Christian character of this house, if you'll permit me.
What? We have no fear of questions, sir.
Good then. In the book of record that Mr. Pears keeps, I note that you are seldom in the church on Sabbath day.
Why, no, sir, you are mistaken.
Only 26 times in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Will you tell me why you are so absent?
Mr. Hale, I never knew I must account to that man before I come to church or stay at home. My wife was sick this winter.
So I am told. But you, mister, why could you not come alone?
I surely did come when I could. And when I could not, I prayed in this house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Your theology must tell you that.
It does, it does. And it tells me that a minister may pray to God without he have golden candlesticks upon the altar.
What golden candlesticks?
Since we built that church, there were pewter candlesticks upon the altar. Francis Nurse made them, you know, and a sweeter hand never touched the metal. But Paris came, and for 20 weeks he preached nothing but golden candlesticks until he had them. I labored the earth from dawn of day to blink of night. And I tell you true, sir, when I looked to heaven and see my money bearing at his elbows, it hurt my prayer, sir. It hurt my prayer. I think sometimes a man dreams cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
And yet, mister, a Christian on Sabbath day must be in the church. Tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye, boys.
How come it that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Parrish should lay his hand upon my baby. I see no light of God in that man. I'll not conceal.
I must say, Mr. Proctor, that is not for you to decide. The man's ordained, therefore the light of God is in him.
What's your suspicion, Mr.
No, I have...
I nailed the roof upon the church. I hung the door.
Did you? Well, that's a good sign, then.
How it may be I've been too quick to bring the man's book. But you cannot think we ever desired the destruction of religion. I think that is in your mind, is it not?
I have. There is a softness in your record, sir, a softness.
I think maybe we have been too far with Mr. Perry. I think so, but sure, we never loved the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life, Mr. Hale. I am a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, mister?
I'm sure I do.
Let you repeat them then, if you will.
Commandment.
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, nor make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You have said that twice, sir.
Adultery, John.
Aye. You see, sir, between the 2 of us, we know them all. I think it'd be a small fault, sir.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Well, then I'll bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I do think you are suspecting me somewhat, are you not?
Goody Proctor, I do not judge you. My duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
I think you must tell him, John.
What's that?
You tell him.
I have no witness and cannot prove it. Except my word be taken.
But I know the children's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Not to do.
They were discovered by Mr. Paris sporting in the woods. They were startled and took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
Aye.
Abigail Williams said it had naught to do
She
with
told me
witchcraft?
the day you came, sir.
What? Why did you keep this?
I never knew until tonight that the world has gone daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense! Mister, I have myself examined Tituba, Sarah Good, and numerous others who confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not? They must hang for denying it. There are them that will swear to anything before they'll hang. Have you never thought of that?
I have. I have indeed. And you? Will you testify to this in court?
I had not reckoned with going into the court. If I must, I will.
You faulted
I
there.
faulted nothing. But I do wonder if my story will be credited in such a court. I do wonder on it. When a minister as steady-minded as you will suspicion such a woman to have never lied. She cannot lie, and the world knows she cannot. I may falter somewhat, mister. I am no fool.
Proctor, let you open with me now, for I have heard a thing that troubles me. It's said that you hold no belief that there may even be witches in the world. Is that true, sir?
I know not what I have said. I may have said it. I have wondered if there be witches in the world.
Then you do not.
I have no knowledge of it. The Bible speaks of witches, and I will not deny them.
And you, woman?
I cannot believe it.
You cannot!
Elizabeth, you bewilder
I
him.
cannot think the devil may own a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, and she keeps an upright way as I have. I'm a good woman, I know it, and if you believe I may do only good work in the world and yet be secretly bound to Satan, I must tell you, sir, I do not believe it.
Woman, you do believe
If you think that I am one, then I say there are none.
But surely you do not flag against the gospel. The
I
gospel!
believe in the gospel. Every
Question
word.
Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
She do not mean to doubt the gospel. You cannot think it. This be a Christian house, sir. A Christian house.
God keep you both. Let the third child be quickly baptized and go to you without fail each Sunday in the Sabbath prayer. Keep a solemn, quiet way among you. I think that...
Giles, what's the matter?
They take my wife and Rebecca Nurse.
Rebecca's in the jail.
John Cheever come and take her his wagon. The boy now comes from the jail, and they'll not let us in to see her.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Mr. Hale, can you not speak to the Deputy Governor? I'm sure he mistakes these people. Hey, calm yourself, Mr. Nurse.
My wife is the very brick and mortar of this church. And Martha Corey.
There's always closer yet to God than Martha. How is Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For murder, she's charged. For the marvelous and supernatural murder of Goody Putnam's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Believe me, if Rebecca Nurse be tainted, then there's nothing left to stop the whole green world from burning. Let you rest upon the justice of the court.
The court will not
her
mean
home, I
she
know.
be tried in court. How may such a woman murder children?
And remember, until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
I never said my wife were a witch, Mr. Hale. I only said she were reading books.
Mr. Corey, exactly what complaint made of her wife?
And that bloody mongrel Walcott charged her. You see, he buy a pig at my wife 4 or 5 years ago. The pig died soon after. So he come dancing in for his money back, and my Martha, she says to him, Walcott, if you haven't the wit to feed a pig properly, you're not lived on many, she says. Now he goes to court and claims that from that day to this, he cannot keep a pig alive for more than 4 weeks because my Martha bewitched them with her books.
Good evening. Good evening to you, John Proctor.
Why, Mr. Cheever, good evening.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Mr. Hale.
I hope you come not on business of the court.
I do, Proctor. I'm clerk of the court now, you know.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that an honest tailor might have gone to heaven, but burn in hell, you'll burn blessed, you know it?
You know yourself I'm as do as I'm told. You surely know that, Giles. And I beseech you not be sending me to hell. I like not the sound of it, I tell you. I like not the sound of it. Now believe me, Proctor, how heavy be the law. All its tonnage I do carry on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife.
What say you, a warrant for my wife? You said she were not charged.
I know nothing of it.
When was she charged?
I'm given 16 more tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charged her?
By Abigail Williams, Judge.
Abigail Williams, on what proof?
Mr. Proctor, I have little time. Now the court bid me search your house, but I like not to search your house. So will you hand me any poppets that your wife may keep?
Poppets?
I never kept no pockets, not since I were a girl.
I spy a puppet, Goody Proctor.
Oh, Mr. Mary.
Will you please to give it to me?
The court discovered a text and puppet now.
And keep any others in this house.
No, nor this one either till tonight. What signifies a puppet?
Puppet? A puppet that signifies. Now, woman, will you please to come with me?
No, she will not. Fetch Mary here.
No, I forbid to leave her from my sight.
You will leave her out of sight and out of mind, mister. Fetch Mary. What signifies a puppet, Mr. Cheever?
They say it may signify that she is... Why, this.
What's there?
It is a needle, Willard. Willard, it is a
What
needle.
signifies a needle?
This go hard with her, Proctor. This, I had my doubts, Proctor. I had my doubts, but here's calamity. You see it, sir? It's a needle.
Why, what meaning has it?
The girl, the Williams girl, Abigail Williams, sir. She sat for dinner in Reverend Parris's house tonight. Without word nor warning, she falls to the floor, like a struck beast, he says, and screamed a scream that a bull would weep to hear. He feels the saber, he stuck 2 inches in the flesh of her belly. He draw a needle out, and demanding of her how she come to be so stabbed, she testified it were your wife's familiar spirit pushed it in.
Why, she stuck it there herself. I hope you're not taking this for proof, Mr. Hale.
'Tis hard proof. I find here a puppet Goody Proctor keeps. I have found it, sir, and in the belly of the puppet a needle stuck. I tell you true, I never warranted to see such proof of health, Proctor, and I bid you obstruct me not, Proctor.
Here now, Mary Warren. How come this puppet into my house?
What puppet's that, sir?
This puppet!
I think it is mine.
It is your puppet, is it not?
It is, sir.
And how come it into my house?
I made it in the court. To give it to Goody Proctor tonight.
There now, you have it, sir.
Mary Warren, a needle has been found inside this
Well, I meant no harm by
You
it.
stuck the needle in yourself, did you not?
I believe I did, sir.
What say you now?
child. Are you certain this be your natural memory? May it be perhaps that someone even now conjures you to say this?
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. I'm entirely myself. Let's Ross was in a walcott. She saw me throw it in court. Ask Abby. Abby kept telling me when I made it.
Bid him be gone, mister. Your mind is surely settled now. Bid him out, mister.
What signifies the need?
Mary, you charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
Murder?
Abigail was stabbed tonight. A needle was found stuck into her belly.
She charges me?
Aye.
Why, the girl is murdered. She must be ripped out of the world.
You have heard that, sir. Ripped out of the world, will you?
Out!
You dare not touch the warrant, Proctor.
Out with you!
You put the deputy governor's warrant!
And the deputy governor! Get out of my house!
Proctor,
Get ye gone with them! You are a broken minister.
Proctor, she is innocent.
If she is innocent, why do you never wonder if Paris be innocent or Abigail? Is the accuser always holding now? Were they born this morning as clean as God's fingers? I'll tell you what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, but now the crazy little children are jangling the keys to the kingdom. And common vengeance writes the law. This warrants vengeance. I'll not give my wife to vengeance.
I'll go, John.
You will not go.
John, I have 9 men outside. Cannot keep her. The law binds me, John. I cannot budge.
You will see her taken.
Proctor, the court is just.
Pontius Pilate! God will not let you wash your hands of this.
John. I think I must go. Mary. There's bread enough for in the morning, we will bake in the afternoon. Trust Mr. Proctor as though you were his own daughter. You owe me that. And much more. Children wait for me, nothing of witchcraft. Will frighten them.
I will bring you home. I will bring you soon.
Don't bring me soon.
I will fall like an ocean on that court. Fear nothing, Elizabeth. Willard! Willard, don't carry her, man! Daddy, Willard, you will not carry her!
And yet silent. It is fraud. You know it is fraud. What keeps you mad?
Willard, I will surely pay you, Willard!
In God's name, John, I cannot help myself. I must tend them all. I'll let you keep inside this house tomorrow. Man, are you blind?
Mr. Proctor, out of my sight! Charity, Proctor, charity. What I have heard in her favor, I will not fear to testify in court. God help me. I cannot judge her guilty nor innocent. I know not. Only this consider. The world goes mad. And if profit nothing, you should lay the cause to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward! So you be ordained in God's own tears. You are a coward now.
Proctor, I cannot think God be provoked so grandly by such a petty cause. The jails are packed. Our greatest judges sit in Salem now and hang it promised. Man, we must look to cause proportion. Were there murder done perhaps and never brought to light? Abomination? Some secret blasphemy that sinks to heaven? Think on cause, man, and let you help me discover. There's your way. Believe it. There is your only way. When such confusion strikes upon the world, let you counsel among yourselves. Think on your village. What may have gone to such thundering wrath upon you all. I shall pray God open up our eyes. I never heard no murder that in Salem. John, tell me, are we lost? Go home now, John. We'll speak on it tomorrow. Let you think on it. We'll come early, eh? Good night, then.
Mr. Proctor, very likely the Lord improvement to give him proper evidence.
Come into the court with me, Mary. You will tell in the court.
I cannot charge murder on Abigail.
You will tell the court how that puppet come into my house and do stuff to me in this.
She'll kill me for saying that. Abigail charges adultery on you, Mr. Proctor.
Or you.
I have known it so. She'll ruin you with it. I know she will.
Good. When her staininess is done with, you will slide together into our pit. You will tell the court what you know.
I cannot. They'll turn on me.
My wife will not die for me. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but that goodness will never die for me.
I cannot do it. I
Take
cannot.
your peace. Now hell and heaven grapple on our backs, and all our old pretense is ripped away. Make your peace.
I cannot.
Peace! In the providence and no great change. We are what we always were in Salem, but naked now. Half naked. In the wind, God's icy wind will blow.
How did you come? You're not like it was tonight. Crazy. Then so I knew it must be you. When I heard the pebbles on my window, before I opened up my eyes, I knew. I thought you could come sooner.
I have thought to come many times.
Why didn't you? I'm so alone in the world now.
Are you? I hear people travel 100 miles to see your face.
My face. Can you see my face?
In your trouble?
But you come to mock me.
No, I hear only that you go to the tavern every night. That you play shovelboard with the deputy governor and they give you cider.
I once or twice played the shovelboard, but I have no joy in it.
This is a surprise, I thought to find you gayer than this. I'm told a troop of boys go step for step with you everywhere you walk these days.
Aye, they do. But I have only lewd looks from the boys.
And you like that not?
I cannot bear lewd looks no more, John. My spirit's changed entirely.
I ought to be given godly looks when I suffer for them as I do.
Oh, how do you suffer, Abby?
Look at my leg. I'm holes all over from their damn needles and pins. And the jab your wife gave me's not healed yet, you know.
Oh, it's not.
I think sometimes she pricks it open again while I sleep. And George Jacobs comes to me again and again and rocks me with his stick in the same spot every night all this week. Look at the lump I have.
Abby, George Jacobs is in the jail all this month.
Thank God he is. And bless the day he hangs and lets me sleep in peace again. John, the world is so full of hypocrites. They pray in jail. I'm told they all pray in jail.
They may not pray.
And torture me in my bed while sacred words are coming from their mouths? Oh, and we'll need God himself to cleanse this town properly.
Abby, you mean to cry out still others?
If I live, if I am not murdered, I surely will, until the last hypocrite is dead.
Then there is no one good.
There is one. You are good.
Am I? How am I good?
Well, you taught me goodness. Therefore, you are good. It were fire you walked me through, and all my ignorance was burned away. It were fire, John. We lay in fire. And from that night on, no woman dared call me wicked anymore, but I knew my answer. I used to blush for shame when the wind lifted up my skirts, and blush for shame because some old Rebecca called me loose. And then you burned my ignorance away, as bare as some December tree. I saw them all walking like saints to church, running to feed the sick and hypocrites in their hearts. And God made men to listen to me, and God gave me strength to call them liars. And by God, I will scrub the world clean for the love of him. John, I'll make you such a wife when the world is white again. You will be amazed to see me every day alive in heaven in your house. Why are you cold?
My wife goes to trial in the morning, Abigail.
Your wife?
Surely you knew of it.
I do remember it now. How is she? Well?
As well as she may be 36 days in the place.
You said you came friendly.
She will not be condemned, Abby.
You brought me from my bed to speak of her.
I come to tell you what I will do in the court tomorrow. I will not take you by surprise, but give you good time to think on what to do to save yourself.
Save myself?
If you do not free my wife tomorrow, I am set and bound to ruin you, Abby.
How? Ruin me?
I have rocky proof and documents that you knew that puppet were none of my wife, and that you yourself bade Mary Warren stab the needle in.
I bade Mary Warren.
You know what you do, you're not so mad.
Oh, hypocrite, but you want him to! John, why do you let them send you?
I warn you, Abby.
They send you! They steal your honesty!
I have found my...
No! This is your wife pleading! Your sniveling, envious wife! This is Rebecca's voice! Martha Corey's voice! You were no hypocrite!
I will prove you to the fraud you are.
And if they ask you why Abigail would ever do so murderous a deed, what will you tell them?
I will tell them why.
What will you tell? You will confess to fornication in the court?
If you will have it, so I will tell it. I say I will. If you can hear this. Can you hear? You will tell the court to our blinded spirit you cannot see them anymore, and you will never cry witchery again, or I will make you famous for the whore you are.
Never in this world. I know you, John. You are at this moment singing secret hallelujahs that your wife will hang.
You mad, murderous bitch!
Oh, how hard it is when pretense falls. But it falls. It falls. You have done your duty by her. I hope it is your last hypocrisy. I pray you will come again for me with sweeter news. I know you will, now that your duty's done. Good night, John. Fear not. I will save you tomorrow. From yourself, I will save you.
You're not a witch.
If I were, I wouldn't know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I did not hurt them. I sworn it.
I have evidence for the court.
All this fun.
We're hearing lies.
Arrest him, Excellency!
I have evidence. Why will you not hear my evidence? Hands off, damn you. Let me go.
No!
Out of my way, Willard. I bring evidence.
Oh, you cannot go in there, gentlemen. This is a court.
Maybe calm a moment.
You, Mr. Hale, go in there and demand I should be...
A moment, sir, a moment.
They'll be hanging my
Don't
wife.
you dare come forward to this court. You're on the damn court.
You're not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You're not holding me down.
Who is this man?
John Corey. I have asked the question, and I am old enough to answer it. My name is Corey, sir. Giles Corey. I have 600 acres and timber in addition. It is my wife you be condemning now.
How do you imagine the health were cause of such contemptuous riot? Gone. Your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this.
They're telling lies about my wife,
Take it upon
sir.
yourself to decide what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside.
Your Excellency, we mean no disrespect for you.
It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. You know it.
Your Excellency, I only said you were reading books, and they come and take her out of my house.
What do you mean?
My third wife, sir. I never had no wife to be so taken with books, you understand, sir. I want to find the cause of it, D.C. But we're no witch I blamed her for. I broke charity with the woman. I broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence for his wife. I think that it all...
Let us submit his evidence. Proper affidavit. You are certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Split this room. Come now, Joe.
Sir, we are desperate. We come here 3 days now and still can't be heard.
Who's this man?
Friends, nurse, Your Excellency. His wife's Rebecca that were condemned this morning.
I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I have only good reports here, sir.
I think they must both be arrested in contempt, sir.
Let you rest her, please. And in due time, I'll...
Sir, we have proof your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. Girls, sir. Girls are deceiving you.
What's that?
We have proof of it. The girls are frauds.
This is contempt, sir. Contempt.
Hey, Judge Hawthorne. You know who I am, Mr. Nurse.
Certainly do. And I think you're a wise judge to be what you are.
You know that near the 400 on the jail. I'll hit the wind and upon my signature. And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
Excellency, I never thought of things the way we judge, but you are deceived. Mary Warren? What did you about here? She was speaking to Deputy Governor.
Not telling Mary Warren was taking bed.
You were, Your Honor, when I go to session court last week.
She has been striving with her soul all week, Your Honor, and she comes now to tell the truth to you.
John Proctor. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Excellency. This man is Mr.
I think you must hear the girl, sir.
She ain't. Tell us, Mary Warren.
She never saw no spirit.
Never saw no spirit.
Never.
She has signed a deposition.
No. I accept no deposition. Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
No, we have not.
They've come to overthrow this court.
I pray you, Mr. Harrison. You know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking to the children.
I know that, sir.
How can you cry out to people defending their spiritual gifts? I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she said.
The other girls, Susanna Walcott, and the others, they're all through pretending. Before I decide whether I shall hear you or not, if I do tell you this, burn a hot fire in you, melt down all consuming.
It is. And you will surely know it.
You came here to declare this revelation of guilt in court before the public.
I thought I would, with your permission.
Perfect.
I would free my wife, sir.
There was nowhere in your heart, or hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court?
Why, no, sir.
Oh, you straight, sir. I marvel at this court. Show before my eyes, my spirit. Stuck by pins, and slashed by daggers. I have until this moment not the slightest reason to suspect that the children be. You understand my meaning.
Excellent. Does it not strike upon you that so many of these women have lived so long with such upright reputations?
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Parker?
I think not. For you should surely know that Cain was an upright man, and yet he is still able. Aye, God tells us that. The book tells us Rebecca's nurse murdered 7 babies by sending out a spirit upon them. It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Just hold for it.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me away. Say, she's pregnant now.
My wife's pregnant.
There be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
But if she says she is pregnant, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Mr. Danforth.
She will not.
Never, sir, never.
Mr. Proctor, if I should tell you now that I will let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, she'll have her living yet another year until she's delivered. What say you to that? Come now. Say your only purpose is to save your wife. Do that. You save at least this year. And a year is long. What say you, sir? You're done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Your purpose is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow this court.
These are my friends, Your Honor. Their wives are also
I
my...
judge you not, sir. Sit you down. I'm ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court, Your Honor. I only...
Go to the court and bid Judge Stoat and Judge Sewell declare recess for 1 hour. And let them go to the tavern if they will. But all witnesses and prisoners are to be kept in the building.
If you'll forgive me, sir, I've known him all my life. It is a good man, sir.
I'm sure of the marvel. Now, what deposition do you have for us, Mr. Fox? I beg you, be clear, open as the sky. Honest.
I am no lawyer, so I'll be a little...
Sure in heart, no lawyer. Proceed if you will.
Will you read this first, sir? It's a sort of a testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of Rebecca and my wife in the market court.
Their good opinion?
These are covenant people, land-holding farmers, members of the church. If you'll notice, sir, they've known the women many years, never saw no sign they had signs of the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave these people all my word that no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
Is every defense an attack upon this court? Can no one...
Innocent and Christians who are happy with the court's fail. These people are gloomy for it. I think you will want to know from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
I think they ought to be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily...
These are all good Christians, sir.
I'm sure they may have nothing to fear. Mr. Chamber, have warrants drawn for all these. Arrest for examination. Now, mister, what other information do you have for us? You may pick, Mr. Nurse.
I brought trouble on these people.
No, man. I've not hurt these people if they're of good conscience. You must understand, sir. The person is either with this court or must be counted against it. There'll be no road between. This is our sharp time now. Life time. It is no longer a dusty afternoon when evil makes itself the good and befuddle the world. Now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up. Them that fear not one will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. Not Hardy, I see.
No, she's not, sir. Mary, remember the angel Raphael when he saved the boy Tobias? Remember it. Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to you.
Oh, man. We wait, Joe. John, my deposition is in mine.
This is Mr. Corey's deposition.
Huh?
What lawyer drew this, Coy?
You know I never hired no lawyer in my life, Hawthorne.
Very well phrased. Compliment. Mr. Harris. Mr. Putnam is in the court. Will you bring him in? Have no legal training, Mr. Corey?
I have the best. I am 33 times in court in my life. And always plaintiff, too.
Oh, then you're about to put upon.
I am never put upon. I know my rights, sir, and I will have them. You know, your father tried a case of mine, might be 35 years ago, I think.
Indeed.
He never spoke to you of it.
No, I cannot recall.
That is strange. You give me £9 damages. You were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare that time, and this fellow come to borrow the mare, and... Aye, there he is.
Mr. Putnam. I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. He claims that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail.
That is a lie.
Putnam states your charge is a lie. See you to that.
A fart on Thomas Putnam, that is what I say to that.
What proof do you need for your charge?
My proof is there. If Jacob hangs for a witch, he forfeit up his property. That's law. And there is none but Putnam with coin to buy shall break a peace. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
What proof, sir?
Proof! The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. Today his daughter cried out on Jacobs. He said she'd given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man that gave you this information.
Why, I cannot give you his name.
Why not?
You know well why not. He'll lay in jail if I give his name.
This is contempt of the court, Mr. Danforth.
Will surely tell us his name.
I will not give you no name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. You understand that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for contempt of a hearing.
Oh, he is a proper lawyer. You wish me to declare the court in full session here? Or will you give me a good reply?
I cannot give you no name. I cannot.
You are a foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. This court is now in session. I asked you, Mr. Lawyer.
He has the story in confidence, sir. The devil lives on such confidences. And without confidence, there could be no conspiracy, Your Honor.
I think it must be broken, sir.
Old man, your informant tells the truth. Let him come here openly, like a decent man. If he hides in anonymity, I must know why. Sir, the government and Central Church demand of you the name of him who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Well,
We cannot think it more. There is a prodigious fear of this court in the country,
and a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here? I may only fear the Lord, sir, but
there is a fear in the country nevertheless.
prove to me not the fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there's a moving plot to follow Christ in the
But
country.
it does not follow that everyone accused is part of it.
No uncorrupted man may hear this court of trial. Mr. Court, you are under arrest in contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself. You'll be sent to the jail until you decide to answer all questions.
I'll go with your clothes on and I'll kill you. Peace, child, peace. We'll prove it all. Now we will.
say nothing more, John. He's only playing you. He needs to hang us all.
This is a court of law, mister. I'll have no effrontery here.
Forgive him, sir, for his old age. Peace, child. We'll prove it all now. You cannot weep, Mary. Remember the angel, what he said to the boy. Hold to it now, there's your rock. This is Mary Warren's deposition. I would ask you remember while you read it, that until 2 weeks ago she were no different than the other children are today.
You saw her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, tried to win her soul away, and when she refused...
You know all this.
Aye, sir. She swears now she never saw Satan, nor any spirit vague or clear that Satan may have sent to hurt her. And she declares now her friends are lying.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter, sir.
Surely does.
I cannot say he's an honest man. I know him little. But in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. In God's name, sir, stop here. Send him home and let him come
Look
again.
at Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take a life without there be a proof so immaculate. No slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
You surely do not doubt my justice.
I have this morning designed a way to solve the fact very soon. I'll not conceal it. I tell you truth, sir, my handshake yet is with a wound. I pray you, sir, this argument, let lawyers forget.
A man of such terrible learning. You are both bewildered. I hope you're I have been 32 years at the bar, sir. I should be confounded where I called upon to defend these people. Let you consider now, and you all do likewise. An ordinary crime. I was going to defend the accused. All the witnesses proved it. They tried. Ipso facto, on its face, on its nature. Therefore, you may possibly be a witness to it. The witch and the victim, another. Now, we cannot hope the witch will accuse herself, granted. Therefore, we have to rely upon her. And they do testify. Children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none will deny that we are most eager for their therefore, what is left for a lawyer right now? I think I've made my point, have I not?
But this child claims the girls are not truthful.
And if they are not, precisely what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me? Unless you doubt my probity. Surely do not, sir. Let you consider that. Let you put your heart to rest. For deposition, Mr. Proctor. I should like to question Mr. Harris. I bid you be silent. Take you down, Mr. Proctor. You! It's there. Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children here? Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
He ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then that you sat in my court, callously lying, when you knew that people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
Coward, you instructed in your life. Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
Oh, with God now.
Sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now, or you are lying in the court. And in either case, you committed perjury, and you'll go to jail for it. You cannot politely say you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more, sir. I am with God. I am with God.
Cousin's not in the court, sir, nor the other children.
These will be sufficient. Sit you down, children. Your friend, Mary Warren, has given us a deposition in which she claims that she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, or any manifest of the devil. She claims as well that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this It's a court of law. The law, based on the Bible, and the Bible, written by Almighty God, forbids the practice of witchcraft, and describes death as the penalty thereof. Likewise, children, the law and Bible damn all liars and bearers of false witness. Not escape me. This deposition may be devised to blind us. It may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who sends her here to express our secret purpose. So, her neck will break for it. But, if she's true, I bid you now, drop your guile, confess your pretense, or a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Any.
No, sir.
Children, a very auger bit will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your position now? You force me to hard questioning.
I'm not to change, sir. She lies.
We still go on with this.
Fine, sir.
A poppet was discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in the court when she made it, that you saw her make it, and witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see poppets in the house?
Goody Proctor always kept poppets.
Your Honor, my wife never kept no poppets. Mary confessed it was her poppets.
Your Excellency, when I spoke with Goody Proctor at the house, she said she never kept no poppets. But she did say she kept poppets since you were a girl.
My wife has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
It will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept. But Mary Warren swears she never saw no poppets in my house, nor anyone else.
Why? Could there not have been poppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There might also be 2 golden candlesticks hid where no one ever saw them.
Here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what no one's ever seen.
Mr. Danforth, what profit Mary Warren to turn herself about? What may she gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous pool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would
My child, sir. Now hear me, sir. In the sight of this congregation, she were twice this year put out of this meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What? This laughter during prayer? Do you deny Mr. Harris?
I do not. She is sometimes silly, but she is solemn now.
Aye, now she is solemn and goes to hang people.
Why?
Surely it have no bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplation of murder.
That's hard on me. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
There. Now tell the governor how you danced in the woods.
Your Excellency, since I come to stay on this man has been blackening my name.
In a moment, sir. What is this dancing?
Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls to the woods, Your Honor. They have danced there naked.
Your Honor, this is...
Mr. Paris discovered them there in the dead of night. There's the child she was.
Mr.
I
Harris,
can only say, sir, that I never found any of them
you
naked.
discovered them dancing in the woods. Abigail!
Excellency, when I first arrived from Beverly, Mr. Paris told me.
You did not.
I did not, sir. But I never saw any of them naked.
But you have danced.
Excellency, will you permit me?
Right, proceed.
You say you never saw those spirits, Mary? Were never threatened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil's agent? And yet when confronted in the court by people accused of witchery, you would fake, saying that spirits came out of their body and choked
That
you.
was pretense, Your
I
Honor.
cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy. With your hand,
I saw that many times.
She only pretended to faint, Your Honor. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Then can't you pretend to faint now?
Now,
Why not? Now there are no spirits attacking her, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she's being attacked now. Let her faint. Faint! Faint! Prove to us how you pretended in the court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir.
You're not pretending.
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell it.
Might be that here we have no afflicting spirits. In other words, there were some.
I never saw no spirit.
Then see no spirits now and prove to us that you can faint by your own will. You claim.
I cannot do it, sir.
Then you will confess, will you not? Attacking spirits made you faint.
No, sir.
Excellency, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How did you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard the other girls screaming, and you, Your Honor, you seem to believe in it. Holy sport in the beginning, then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits. I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw them, but I did not.
Surely Your Excellency is not taken by this simple lie.
Oh, Williams! Tell me this. God, soul is precious. Is this terrible on them to take life with them? Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only, some deception?
This is a big question,
Child,
sir.
I would have you consider.
I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near to murdered every day because I've done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward? To be mistrusted? Denied? Questioned?
I will not mistrust you.
Let you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your way. Beware of it.
What is it, child?
I know not. A wind, a cold wind has come at me. Your Honor, I'm free.
They're pretending.
Mary, do you send a shadow on me? Lord, save me. I'm free. I'm free. I don't do that.
Woman, you witch her. I say you got your spirit out.
Let me go, Mr. Proctor. I cannot. Oh, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow.
How do you dare call heaven?
Man, what are you saying?
Oh,
Here. You charge.
Mr. Danforth, he's lying.
Look her, now she'll suck a screen to stab me with.
You will prove this. It will not
I
pass.
have known her. I have known her.
You let her.
No, but it's true. It's true. She will deny it. But you will believe me, sir. Man will not cast away his good name. You surely know that.
In what time? In what place?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded. It is 8 months now. 8 months. She used to serve me in my house. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know it now. I beg you, sir, I beg you, be her what she is. My wife, my dear, good wife, took this girl soon after and put her on the high road. And being what she is, a lump of vanity, sir. Excellency, forgive me. Forgive me. She thinks to dance me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted. There is a promise in such sweat. But it is a whore's vengeance. And you must see it. I set myself in piety in your hands. I know you must see it now. My wife is innocent. Except she know a whore when she see one.
Deny every scrap and tittle of this.
I must answer that, sir. I will leave, and I will not come back again.
She does not deny it, Mr. Danforth. She does not deny it.
Remain where you are. Take it out, all of you. Miss Ferris, go into the court and bring Goodwife Proctor out. Mr. Ferris, and tell her not one word of what's been spoken here. I let you knock before you enter. She'll touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say? An honest woman?
In her life, sir, she have never lied. There are them that cannot sing and them that cannot weep. My wife cannot lie.
Why don't you put this girl out of your house? She put her out for a harlot. I knew her for a harlot.
She knew her for a harlot.
It were for harlotry. God's bread is mercy on you! Hold! Turn your back! Turn your back! You likewise. Now neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room. One word will raise a gesture I may. Enter! Mr. Cheever, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Come here, woman. Look at me only, not at your husband. In my eyes only.
Good, sir.
You're given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That's true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? You will look at me only, not at your husband. Answer in your memory, and you will need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
In what way dissatisfied you?
She were...
Woman, look at me! Slovenly? Lazy? Stern bitchy cause.
Your Honor, in this time I was sick and my husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk at some honor, wasting his time at the shovelboard, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby. I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl,
Like me!
I, sir, Abigail Williams,
What of Abigail Williams?
came to think he fancied her. And so one night I lost my wits, I think, and put her out on the high road.
But did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
He did not turn from you. Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question! Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her.
Elizabeth, tell the truth, Elizabeth.
She has spoken! Remove her!
I have confessed it, Elizabeth.
Oh, John!
She only thought to say my name.
Excellency, it is a natural lie to tell, I beg you. Stop now before another's condemned. Oh, I may shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is at work through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true. I believe him now. By my oath to heaven, I believe him. And I pray you call back
She
my
spoke nothing of lechery. And this man lies.
I believe him! I shall turn my face to it no more! This girl has let me fall!
You not! Be gone! Be gone, I say!
What is it, child? What's there? Child!
It's me, behind the rafter!
Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's a bird? I see no bird.
My face! My face!
Put your hand.
Be quiet.
Do you see a bird?
Be quiet!
But God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary. Abby! Oh, Mary, this is a black art to change your shape. No! I cannot! I cannot stop my mouth. It's God's work I do. Abby, I'm here.
They're pretending, Mr. Stanford.
Oh, Mary, please don't come down. What? She's sending us blood.
Why?
Mary, please don't hurt me. I'm not hurting her.
You do not believe this.
No, she sees nothing. She sees nothing. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Go back and drown them.
This is Stanford. This is your Stanford.
Come here with the devil. Have you?
Never. 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 Never.
I can only repeat you. Give me a windfall salvage.
Stanford. Stanford. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Together. Where do you find this power?
I have no power. I have no power.
I'm telling you this, sir. Why? Sweet. You have seen that devil, have you not? Mary, God damn all right. You have seen the devil. You have become back with Lucifer, have you not? Mary, goddamn liar. I cannot hear you. What do you say? You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me. Remember the angel Raphael. Do that which is good.
Please! Please! Stop! Stop! She's going to come out! She's walking the streets of Galilee! You are the devil's man!
Praise God, Mary.
I'll not hang with you! I love God! I love God!
He took you to the devil's work.
He came to me by night, and every day, she died! She died!
That's what?
The devil's book. He come with a book.
My name! He want my name! I'll murder you, he says, if my wife hangs. We must go and overthrow the court, he says. He wakes me at night. His eyes were like coals and a saber spun my neck. And I died. I died.
The child's gone wild.
No! I love God. I'll go your way no more. I love God. I bless God. Oh, Abby. Abby, I'll never hurt you more.
What are you? You're combined with Antichrist, are you not? I've seen your power, mister. You will not deny it. This is not witchcraft. These girls are frauds to condemn an honest man. I will have nothing from you but the hell. Will you confess yourself a foul in hell? Or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you? I say, God is dead. Hear it! Hear it! Fire! A fire is burning. I hear the boot of Lucifer. I see his filthy face. And it is my face. And yours, Danforth. For then they quail and bring men out of ignorance as I have quailed. And as you quail now, when you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. Goddamn our kind especially. And we will burn. We will burn together! Marshal! Him! And 30 of them in a jail! I denounce these proceedings! I quit this court! You are pulling heaven down and raising up a war! For hell!
Wake up! Sir, good. Sister!
Oh, Majesty. Got it! Got it! Tituba, he's here! His Majesty's come!
Don't you know, fellow, this place is wanted now.
That don't look like His Majesty to me. Look like the boss.
Get on with you now. Clear this place.
Oh, is it you, Marshal? I thought sure you'd be the devil coming for me. Can I have a sip of cider for me going away?
Where are you off to, Sarah?
Going to Barbados. So the devil keeps giving the presents on the way.
Oh, a happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds winging suddenly to do this. It'd be a grand transformation, Marshal.
You best give me that or you'll never rise off the ground. Come on now.
I'll keep the appointment to you guys come along, Marshal.
And I'll refuse the Tituba. It is the proper warning for flying to hell.
Oh, it ain't no hell in Barbados. Devil, he'll be pleasure man in Barbados. He'll be singing and dancing in Barbados. So, you rouse him up around here. He's too cold around here for that old boy. He'll freeze his soul in Massachusetts. But in Barbados, hold that stop! Hold that damn stop! Hold that! Come here, Majesty!
The deputy governor's arrived.
Come on, come on.
No, he's coming for that going home!
Oh, that ain't the big girl with a hat Good morning, Majesty. Where's Mr. Parrot? I'll fetch him. Marshal.
When did Reverend Hale arrive?
He didn't toward midnight, I think.
What's he about here?
He goes among them that will hang, sir. He prays with them. He sits with Goody Nurse and Mr. Parrot's with him.
The man has no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why do you let him in?
Why, Mr. Parrot command me, sir.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a bitter night, and I have no fire here.
Yes, Mr. Parrot.
Aye, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I've only now cleared the people out for you, sir.
Rare hard drink.
Aye, sir. As you question Hale, Excellency, should not be surprised to be preaching in Andover lately.
We'll come to that. For the moment, speak nothing of Andover. The Paris prays with them. Well, that's strange.
I think sometimes Paris has a mad look these days.
Mad?
I met him yesterday coming out of his house and gave him good morning. He wept, went on his way. It is not well the village sees him so unsteady.
Yeah, from sorrow.
I think it'd be the cows, sir.
Cows?
So many cows wandering the high roads. Now their masters are in the jails and much disagreement who will belong to now. I know Mr. Pierce be arguing with farmers all yesterday. There's great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention making you, sir. You were always a man that we contention. Good morning, Excellency. Thank you for coming. I beg your pardon waking me so early. Good morning, sir.
Reverend Hale has no right to enter this place.
Excellency, and all
Do you leave him alone with the prisoner?
What's his business here?
Excellency, hear me. This is Providence. Mr. Reverend Hale's return to bring the fucking earth to God.
Is he confessed?
Hear me. Look about giving me a word. These 3 months that she came. That she sits with me now. And Martha Corey, and her sister, and 2 or 3 others. And he pleads with them confess their crimes and save their lives.
Why, indeed a providence. They suffer. They suffer!
Not yet. Not yet. But I thought this from you, sir, that we may think on whether it be not wise. It is news, sir, that the court must reckon with. My niece, I believe she's vanished.
Vanished?
I thought to advise you of it earlier in the week.
Why? How long has she gone?
This will be the 3rd night. Mercy Lewis is gone, too.
Where may they be?
Excellency, I think they be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me now she heard them speaking of ships last week, and tonight I discover my strong box is broken into.
Robbed you?
31 pounds is gone. I'm penniless.
You are brainless.
Excellency, in profit nothing you should blame me. I cannot think there is one except they fear to keep in Salem anymore. Since news of Andover broke in.
Andover is remedied. The court returns there on Friday and will resume its examination.
I'm sure of it, sir. But the rumors here speak of rebellion in Andover.
There is no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you what it says here, sir. I'll never thrown out the court, they say, and I'll have no part of witchcraft. There'll be a faction here feeding on this news, and I tell you true, sir. Here there will be a riot here.
Riot?
Why, it's the execution. I have seen not, but
High satisfaction in the town.
Judge Hawthorne, it were a different sort that hangs till now. Rebecca Nurse knows Bridget, who lived 3 years with Bishop before she married him. John Proctor is not Isaac Ward, who drained his family to ruin. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up some righteous prayer, and I fear she will wake a vengeance upon you.
Excellency, she is condemned to wait.
Pray, Lord. How do you propose,
Excellency, I would have postponed these hangings 4 times.
There will be no postponement.
Reverend Hale's returned. There's hope now, I think. For if he can bring even one of these to God, then their confession surely damns the others in the public eye, and none may doubt more that they are all linked to hell. This way, unconfessed, claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. Many honest people will weep for them. Our good purpose will be lost in their tears.
Here, the list.
It cannot be forgotten, sir, that when I summoned the congregation for John Proctor's excommunication, there were hardly 30 people come to hear it. That speak of discontent, I see.
There will be no postponement.
Excellency.
Now look you. Which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I will myself strive with them till dawn.
There is not sufficient time till dawn.
I shall do my utmost. Which of them the above four?
Let's see. Dagger.
What do you say?
Tonight, when I open my door to leave my home, a dagger clatters the ground. You cannot hang these swords. There is danger for me. I dare not step outside at night.
Oh. My congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are glad to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand, sir. They cannot pardon thieves when 12 are already hanged for the same crime. Just
Rebecca Nurse will not confess.
The sun will rise in a few minutes. Excellency, I must have more time.
out here and beguile yourselves no more. You will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Then that will not be confessed. You will hang. 12 are already executed. The names of these 7 are given out. The village expects to see them die at dawn. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Grieve or pardon, cast doubt upon the guilt of them that died till now. While I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with retaliation is your fear. Know this. I should hang 10,000 that dare to rise against the law. An ocean of salt tears cannot melt the resolution of the statutes. Call yourselves up men and help me. And you're bound by heaven to do. You've spoken with them all, Mr. Hale.
All but Proctor.
And Proctor's way out.
He sits like some great bird. You do not know that he lives as some evil take food from time to time.
White. White must be well out of trial now.
She is.
I think he was in Paris. No closer now than to this man. I heard presence soften him.
It is possible, sir. If you've not laid eyes on it in 3 months, I should summon him.
You get adamant that he struck at you again.
He cannot. He is chained to the wall now.
Then let's bring him up.
I say.
If you postpone a week and publish in the town that you are striving for that confession, and that speak mercy on your parts are not faltered.
Mr. Hale. And God has now empowered me, like Joshua, to stop this sun from rising, though I cannot withhold from the perfection of their mind.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
There's a rebellion spoken in Salem.
There are orphans wandering from house to house. Abandoned cattle bellow in the high roads. The stink of rotting crops hangs everywhere. And no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. You wonder yet if rebellion spoke. Better you should marvel that they do not burn your province.
Hail? Have you visited Andover? Thank God they have no need of me in Andover. That will be so. Why have you returned here? Why, don't I come to do the devil's work.
I come to counsel Christians they should belie themselves. There is blood on my head. Can you not see the blood on my head?
Hush! Lady Proctor, I hope you are hardy.
Yes, 6 months before my son.
Pray, we assure you. Not for your life, we... Mr. Hale, will you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I've heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? I come of my own, Goody Proctor. I would save your husband's life, for if he is taken, I count myself as murderer. Do you understand me?
What do you want of me?
Goody Proctor, I have gone, my Lord, into the wilderness these 3 months. I have sought a Christian way, for damnation's doubled on a minister who counsels men to lie.
There's no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
Speak a lie! They are innocent!
No more! No more! Oh, there's no more fight!
Let you not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. I came into this village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing gifts of high religion, the very crowns of holy law I brought. And what I touched with my bright confidence, it died. And where I turned the eye of my great faith, blood flowed up. Oh, beware, good prophet. Cleave to no faith when faith brings blood. It is mistaken law that leads you to sacrifice. Life, woman, life is God's most precious gift. No principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. I beg you, woman, prevail upon your husband to confess. Let him give his life. Quail not before God's judgment in this, for it may well be God damns a liar less than he that throws his life away for pride. Will you plead with him? I cannot think he will listen to another.
Being sexy, the devil's argument.
Woman, before the laws of God, we are as swine. We cannot read his will.
And not to dispute with you, sir. I lack learning for it.
Good Proctor, you're not summoned here for disputation. There's no wifely tenderness within you. He will die at the sunrise. Your husband, do you understand it? Say you, we contend with them. Are you stoned? I tell you truth, and I know other proof of your unnatural life. Your dry eyes now would be sufficient evidence that you have delivered up your soul to hell. A very hate would weep at this calamity. The devil try to take care of pity in you. Take her up. It profits nothing you should speak to him.
We speak to him excellently. You strive with him.
Will you plead for his confession or will you
I
not?
promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Pray, leave them, Excellency.
Mr. Proctor, you've been notified, have you not? There is light in the sky! Let you counsel each other. God, help you turn your back on hell.
If you should desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, I am
God lead you.
Say,
Child,
Rose,
there's nowhere to report.
farewell. Mrs. Daniel.
I'm not either.
No.
You are a marvel. Take hope for my life now.
Heard it?
None of you have confessed.
Many confess.
Who are they?
100 or more, they say. In Ballard, well, I gave a good time. One day be met.
Rebecca?
Rebecca. She's one foot in heaven now, not may hurt her more.
The child?
You've not heard it.
I hear nothing word.
Child is dead.
Who are you hanging?
He would not pay. He would not answer aye or nay. And die before he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely and auction out his property. So he stands mute and died Christian under the law. And so his sons will have his farm. It is the law, for he could not be condemned to wither without he answered the indictment, aye or nay.
How did he die?
They pressed him on.
Right.
Great stones they lay upon his chest until he plead aye or nay. They say he gives them but 2 words. More weight, he says. He died. Ah, we're a fearsome man, Giles Corey.
I've been thinking I would confess to them. What say you if I give them that?
I cannot judge you, John.
What would you have me do?
As you will, I would have it. Oh, I want you living, John, that's sure.
Child one. She confessed.
You will not.
It is a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount the gibbet like a saint. It is fraud. I am not that man. My honesty is broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing spoiled by giving them this lie that were not rotten long before.
And yet you've not confessed till now. That speaks goodness in you.
Spite. Spite only keeps me silent. It's hard to give a lie to dogs. I would have your forgiveness.
Not for me to give.
I would have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never lie die now to keep their souls. It is a pretense for me. The bandit will not blind God nor keep my children out of the wind. What say you?
John, come to naught that I should forgive you. Will you forgive yourself? It is your soul, John. You may be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you will do, it is a good man does it. I have read my heart this 3 months, John. I have sinned in my old account. It's neither cold wine to from lechery.
Enough, enough.
Better you should know me.
I will not hear it. I know you.
Take my sins upon
No! No, I take my own. My own.
Counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love could come to me. Suspicion kissed you and I did. Never knew how I should say my love. For a cold house I kept.
What say you, Proctor? Sun is soon up.
Do as you will. Let none be your judge. There be no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Forgive me. Forgive me, John. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I want my life.
You'll confess yourself?
I will have my life.
God be praised. It is affirmative. He will confess. Proctor will confess.
Why are you crying? It is evil, is it not? It is evil.
I cannot judge you, John. I cannot.
And who will judge me? God in heaven, what is John Proctor? What is John Proctor? I think it is honest. I think so. I am no saint. Let Rebecca go like a saint. For me, it is
I
fraud.
am not your judge. I cannot be.
Would you give them such a lie? Say it. Would you ever give them this? You would not. Tongues of fire were in you, you would not. It is evil. Good then. It is evil and I do it. Praise the God, man! Praise the God!
You shall be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Mr. Chief, are you ready?
Why must it be written?
For the good instruction of the village, mister. This we shall post upon the church door. Where's the marshal?
Willing, hurry!
Now then, mister, will you speak slowly and directly to the point for Mr. Cheever's sake? Mr. Proctor, have you seen the devil in your life? Come, man! There's light in the sky! Wait to the scaffold. I would give out this news. Did you see the devil?
I did.
Praise God.
When he comes to you, what were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his service? Huh. Rebecca Nurse, come in. Come in, woman.
John, you're welded, eh?
Courage, man, courage. Let her witness your good example that she may come to God herself. Now here is Goody Nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor. Did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
Why, John!
I did.
Now, woman, you surely see it profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further. Will you confess yourself with him?
Oh, John.
Take
God
her
has sent his mercy.
Take her out.
I say, will you confess yourself, Goody
Well,
Nurse?
it is a lie. It is a lie. How may I damn myself? I cannot. I cannot.
Mr. Proctor, when the devil came to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company?
No.
Come on, take courage. Did you ever see her with the devil?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see her sister, Mary Easty, with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see anyone with the devil?
Not.
Proctor, you mistake me. I'm not empowered to trade your life for a lie. You've most certainly seen some person with the devil. Mr. Proctor, a score of people have already testified that they saw this woman with the
That
devil.
is proved. Why must I say it?
Why must you say it? Why? You should rejoice to say it. If your soul is purged of any love for hell.
They think to go like saints. I like not to spoil their names.
Proctor, do you think they go like saints? Look you, sir. I think you mistake your duty here. It matters nothing what she thought. She is convicted of the unnatural murder of children. You, sending your spirit out upon Mary Warren. Your soul alone is the issue here, mister. You will prove its whiteness, or you cannot live in a Christian country. Will you tell me now what persons conspired with you in the devil's company? To your knowledge, was Rebecca Nurse ever?
I speak my own sins. I cannot judge another. I have no tongue for it.
Excellency, it is enough he confessed himself. Let him sign it. Let him sign it. It is a great service, sir. It is a weighty name. It will strike the village that he confessed. And I beg you, let him sign it. The sun is up, Excellency.
Come then. Sign your testimony. Here, take it to him. Come on, sign it.
You have all witnessed it. It is enough.
Sign it.
You have all witnessed it. What more is needed?
You sport with me. You will sign your name or it's no confession, mister. Your second name, man.
Praise be unto the Lord.
You please, sir.
No.
No!
No! I have signed it. You have seen me. It is done. You have no need for this.
Proctor, the village must have...
Damn the village! I confess to God. God sees my name on this. It is enough.
Oh, sir,
You came to save my soul, did you not? Here. I have confessed myself. It is enough.
You have not confessed.
I have confessed myself. Is there no good penitence but it be public? God does not need my name nailed upon the church. God sees my name. God knows how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor,
You will not use me. I am no surrogate or titular. I am John Proctor. You will not use me. It is no part of salvation that you should use me.
I wish to use you.
I have 3 children. How may I teach them to walk like men in the world, and I sold my friend?
Sold your friend?
Beguile me not. I blacken all of them when this is nailed to the church the very day they hang for silence.
Mr. Proctor, I must have good and legal
You are the high court. Your word is good enough. Tell him I confess myself. Say Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman. Say what you will, but my day...
Saying, is it not? I report it? Are you signed to it?
No, it is not the same. What others say and what I signed to is not the same.
Why? You mean to deny that confession when
I'm free to deny nothing.
Then explain to me, Mr. Proctor, why you will not let me...
Because it is my name. Because I cannot have another in my life. Because I lie to sign myself to lie. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. Leave me my name. I have given you my soul. Leave me my name.
That document a lie. If it's a lie, I will not accept it. I will not deal in lies, mister. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. What way do you go, mister? Margot! Proctor!
Man, you cannot, you will hang. Pray God, do some goodness for me. Give them no fear. Show them a heart of stone and sink them with it.
Let you fear nothing. There's another judgment waiting upon.
Hang them high over the town. 4 weeks for these. It's for corruption. Take them!
Come on.
I've not had my breakfast.
Go to him, Goody Proctor. There is yet time.
Proctor! Woman, plead with him. For his pride and his vanity, be his helper. What profit him to bleed? Shall the dust praise him? Shall the worms declare his truth? Go to him. Take his shame away.
He has his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.